The nervous system, truth behind manifestation success. Most people try to manifest from the mind, not realizing the body is already deciding the outcome. Most people are taught that manifestation is a mental process. You think the right thoughts, say the right affirmations, and imagine the outcome clearly. But what's rarely discussed is that your body is responding before your thoughts ever settle. Your nervous system is constantly interpreting your internal and external world, and it decides what is possible long before the mind tries to convince itself otherwise. Your nervous system is constantly asking one question: am I safe or am I threatened? At every moment, your nervous system is scanning for cues, not just around you, but inside you. It's checking your breath, your muscle tension, your heart rate. It's not concerned with your vision board or goals. It's focused on one fundamental question: am I safe enough to relax, or do I need to stay on guard? If your body feels unsafe, it doesn't matter how positive your thoughts are. This is why positive thinking often feels frustrating. You may intellectually believe something is possible, but if your body feels tense, guarded, or overwhelmed, it will reject those beliefs. The nervous system always has the final say. Safety must come before belief can land. A dysregulated nervous system keeps you stuck in survival mode. When the nervous system is dysregulated, the body stays locked in survival. This can look like constant anxiety, emotional numbness, overthinking, or exhaustion. You may be doing a lot, but nothing seems to shift. That's because survival mode is designed to maintain, not to expand. And survival mode is not where manifestation happens. Creation requires openness. Survival requires protection. When your body believes something is wrong, it prioritizes control and vigilance. There's no room to receive, trust, or allow new experiences to enter. Manifestation cannot thrive in a state of constant defense. Manifestation requires receptivity, not resistance. Receptivity means your system feels open enough to allow life to meet you. Resistance happens when the body is tense and bracing. The more you try to force outcomes, the more resistance often appears. Manifestation begins when the body softens enough to receive. When your nervous system calms, your body finally feels safe enough to receive. As the nervous system settles, the body releases tension it has been holding unconsciously. The breath deepens, the muscles relax. This sense of internal safety creates space. Space is what allows new opportunities, ideas, and support to enter without being pushed away. This is why forcing affirmations often feels exhausting. When affirmations are repeated without regulation, the body feels the mismatch. You're telling yourself everything is okay, but your nervous system doesn't agree. That inner conflict creates fatigue. It's not that affirmations don't work. They work best when the body feels safe enough to accept them. The body cannot accept abundance while it's bracing for danger. Abundance requires openness, expansion, and trust. A braced body is focused on protection. Even when abundance shows up, it can feel overwhelming or undeserved. Until safety is established, the body cannot comfortably hold more. Regulation tells the body it's okay to open now. Regulation sends a clear message to your system that the threat has passed. It signals that you are supported in the present moment. This is when the body allows softness again. Opening becomes possible without fear. When your nervous system is regulated, clarity replaces urgency. Urgency is a survival response. When safety returns, urgency fades. Thoughts slow down. Decisions feel clearer. You no longer feel rushed to fix everything immediately. Clarity naturally rises when the body is no longer on high alert. Inspired action emerges naturally when the body feels safe. From a regulated state, action feels guided instead of pressured. You move because it feels aligned, not because you're afraid of falling behind. This kind of action is sustainable and deeply effective. This is where manifestation becomes effortless. Effortless doesn't mean passive. It means the effort is no longer strained. When alignment replaces fear, movement feels natural. Things fall into place with less resistance. You stop chasing outcomes and start aligning with them. Chasing comes from lack. Alignment comes from safety. When the body feels secure, you no longer need to chase results. They begin responding to your state instead. Breathwork, slow movement, and presence rewire your nervous system. Regulation doesn't require complicated techniques. Slow breathing, gentle movement, and presence all send signals of safety. These practices retrain the nervous system over time. Each regulated breath tells your body, "I am safe now." Every slow exhale calms the nervous system. Each breath becomes a reminder that the present moment is safe. This repetition builds trust inside the body. Safety is the foundation of receiving. Receiving requires stability. Without safety, expansion feels threatening. With safety, the body becomes a steady container for growth and abundance. And receiving is the foundation of manifestation. Manifestation is often described as attracting, but the deeper truth is that it's about allowing. You can desire something deeply, but if your system is not open to receiving, it will remain just out of reach. Receiving is the final step that completes the manifestation process. Without it, nothing fully lands. This is the missing key most people overlook. Most manifestation teachings focus on mindset, visualization, and belief. Few address the nervous system, yet regulation is what allows all those tools to actually work. Without it, techniques stay on the surface. With it, everything begins to integrate at a deeper level. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what your nervous system can hold. Your nervous system defines your capacity. It determines how much love, ease, success, and abundance feels safe to experience. If expansion feels overwhelming, the system will contract. Growth must match your nervous system's sense of safety to be sustainable. When your body is calm, your energy becomes coherent. Calm creates alignment between the heart, the brain, and the body. Instead of conflicting signals, everything begins moving in the same direction. This coherence strengthens your presence and stabilizes your energy. Coherence is what the universe responds to. When your energy is clear and steady, it becomes easier for life to respond. Opportunities, connections, and synchronicities begin showing up not because you forced them, but because your signal is clear. This is why regulation changes everything. Regulation doesn't just calm you down, it changes the patterns you live from. When your baseline state shifts, your reactions, choices, and experiences begin to change automatically. Not by force, but by safety. Force creates temporary change, safety creates lasting change. When the body feels supported, transformation happens without struggle or burnout. Not by control, but by trust. Control tightens the nervous system, trust relaxes it. As trust grows, the need to micromanage outcomes fades and alignment becomes natural. Your body must feel safe before your desires can arrive. Desires move toward openness. A regulated body sends the message that it can receive and sustain what it asks for. Safety keeps the door open long enough for things to arrive fully. Regulate the nervous system, and the rest follows. On becomes your foundation. Clarity, intuition, action, and manifestation align naturally. You stop fixing symptoms and start addressing the root. This is where manifestation becomes natural. Manifestation stops feeling like work. It becomes a reflection of your inner stability rather than a constant effort to change your external world. And sustainable. This approach supports long-term expansion without exhaustion. You grow at a pace your system can integrate, creating real stability. Comment "I choose safety" if you're ready to manifest from alignment instead of effort. If you're ready to stop forcing and start aligning, begin with safety. Let regulation be the foundation for everything you call into your life.